Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, and welcome one more time to the Unifier Hour. On a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in the world. We bring plenty I'll do to Una. I also want for just take the time for say, do ya the link owner take owner join. We wanna do with we so now. Do ya wanna share that link there for we so that other people themselves could join we and can listen to the unifier and in hopes and dreams and plans for bring progress to Salon and for unify the nation we so badly divided. Um, as usual, we not waste time. We want for bring the unifier inside the studio, make it can tell we how do. Dr. Konteh, welcome to the studio, sir. Dr. Konteh, you mic the mute, sir.
You know the mute again. No?
Yes, now we hear
Get
you.
me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Valda, for inviting me again to this program. I always look forward to the program, and good evening to everybody from Sierra Leone, with the Naya, with the Sokia, small, and we trust God for the future. Always a
Okay.
pleasure for you on this program.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have you, Dr. Conte, because we know say your heart for the people there of Sierra Leone is very big. We know say you get a lot of love for the people there of Sierra Leone, whether you sabi them or you not sabi them, you consider each man, each woman, each pekin your family. So my family, today, as usual, we want to get straight into some of the issues that we want to discuss about we country. And today we want for look a video where um when APC been in power, una also say Dr. Richard Konteh, the Unifier, na senior member of the APC party. So all the work where he can do can also reflect on the APC because he always the work hard for the APC. So we want to bring something canto na notice. When APC been last day in power before this government take over, so then we make a number of pronouncements, then we make a number of promises to we the people them na salon. And we want for just remind una some of waiting them may say, how them been talk the arrogance with which they say the just the way they use and for condemn the work where APC government been they do na the country. And then we go talk about that one this small. So me people they una listen to this.
Asma, listen, I not come for talk papi politics today, yeah? Then they talk about development in this country. These people they come and tell you about road, then they come and tell you about light. No, we they tell people and the burning issue, the day-to-day issue where people every day they feel, the bread and butter issue. Asma, I they tell you, we na a responsible government are waiting. We take power today, I will tell you, in just 6 months, we dey fix this country, we dey fix the economy. Look, Asma, for let you know, say, now a reckless government now they run this country. Look at how much they buy dollar today. 7,500. Asma, I'll tell you, we own this country in just 6 months. Sierra Leoneans will buy dollar half the present rate now. We know how to do these things. Now simply because this government not get qualified individuals and they not get people that we know how for run economy, make we they go through it, we they go through so today. You know, Asma, when the people are ready, oh come on, Minister of Transport, they make road, this they make road, this they make road. No, that's nonsense. When they talk about the burning issues of the people, the bread and butter, what he able for put on a table and eat. Now then they think about as a government. Yeah, Asma, look, imagine say the minimum wage at this country is 500,000. We as government they think say somebody for able buy one bag rice, he get chop money for the one whole month, he able for pay school fee, for the one whole year, he able for pay us rent, and then he even make savings inside that same 500,000. This not the kind of government we they build up for can with. We get all the professionals. Look, Asma, you know we will understand. This not just like we take power today. Give we 6 months, you go see exactly what they tell you. Asma, listen, I not come for talk papi politics today. Yeah.
Okay. Una do yeri. That voice they will hear so now the voice of JJ Saffa. We've been they speak on behalf of the then opposition SLPP we they like today. Now SLPP they now power. So I want for just give the Unifier, Dr. Konteh, an opportunity just generally for comment on that video day. They mention a number of things. Then say the first promise where they make, then say 6 months, then go fix the country. On top of that, then say, oh, road not towing at the thing, electricity not towing at the thing. Then bread and butter issues. That when person gets in minimum wage, where at the time, according to E, is saying 500,000. You for able buy less, give chop money, pay school fee, meet all your financial obligations, and on top of that, for able save. And it go ahead for talk say how the reason we make the country they outside it at that time they now because the ruling government, when I be APC government, not get qualified individuals. I they smile, but that one day because anyway, may I just give Dr. Konteh opportunity for can make a comment on this short clip we watch. So, Dr. Konteh.
Thank you very much, Valda, for this clip where you bring to light. And I think it's an opportunity where we give the Sierra Leoneans or get a gist of Wusai Salon the day when APC did left power. Yes, it is true that we will get a minimum wage of 500,000. And that minimum wage indeed help you forget at least 2 bags of rice, and you get extra for able to do other things. So if you decide for buy 1 bag of rice, yes, you can get money for pay school fees for your kid at secondary school, would have been 75,000. Yes, you will get money for buy uniform for your kid them, where been there just a few thousand leones. And yes, you'll be able to provide Plaza's money for your kid at the time where APC will hand over to SLPP. Now that is just don't confirm. It also succeed for confirm. Say, when APC be in power, the exchange rate for the leone to the dollar will be 77,500 leones to the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Today, now 24,300 leones to the dollar.
Doc, na new leones
and that's not the work of the economy. And that's not the work of the economists. The one that way sabi economics. The one that way sabi manage economy. And then succeed for make person a minimum wage. We'll be able to buy a bag of rice, pay school fees, attend to other household chores, provide chop money. Now, the minimum wage of this country cannot buy you even a bag of rice under this current dispensation. $1 will be 7,500 to the dollar. Now it's 24,300 to the dollar. Excellent work by excellent economists. And waiting, they not talk further that a liter of petrol or of fuel that being 6,000. to 6,500 for a liter. Now it is 27,400, 27,300 to a liter. There been a grumble for 6,500. Now it is 27,400. That is the excellent work of the SLPP economists. That's what they manage economy. These same people, now they succeed for increase the cost of a bag of rice from under 200,000 to a bag of rice to now over 1 million to a bag of rice in that period. This is the government's way they say get economists. And the most pathetic thing in all of this now that he say light no matter, roads no matter. No wonder where he say 7 years into their administration, they're not even able to maintain the light where APC gets all over the country. They could not maintain it. Instead, now they get like today, this program, I go for start generator for allow me for stay on this program. And even when they manage for send the light, you know they see under that light because the light they fluctuate. The voltage is so low. As the all don't pack up, the entire transmission and distribution lines don't pack up. And by the very admission of the man who they supervise the Ministry of Energy, he say the machine they all be done well. Mm-hmm. By that singular admission, it shows they get incompetent people that want to manage the machines and they not be they maintain the machines. This just helped me for understand what will be happening at Lunde. When APC be the left office, we left 3 brand new generators of 2 megawatts each, a total of 6 megawatts, in addition to the old machine, we've been there will be about 1.something megawatts. We bring 3 brand new machines of 2 megawatts. In less than 2 to 3 years, they damage all of those 3 machines. And they've been get cost for go na Makeni, go wage war on Makeni, kill at least 6 people na Makeni, and take a 1.3 kVA machine for carry and go na Lunge for go run the airport. This is not the government of the one that will the economics. This is not the government of the one that will land book. APC will not be economics. APC will not land book. But at least we will stabilize the economy. I can tell you about the inflation rate. Where since that they begin to talk economics, I check the records. When APC did they take power in 2007, the inflation rate was 16.98%. 16.98% was the inflation rate. In 2008, even though we get the global economic crisis, where all countries that be suffer from, APC reduced the inflation rate to 8.21%. In 2009, it further go down to 7.47%. And in 2014, just before Ebola set in, the inflation rate was down to 4.64%.
Wow.
That is, and Sierra Leone was one of the fastest growing economies in the world in 2014, before Ebola strike. But even when Ebola strike, APC will be able to pay all salaries, including even the salaries of teachers when nobody teach. Then they home for 2 years. APC paid them full salary. And by 2019, with all the negative effects where Ebola creates and the attendant economic hardships we introduce, we the APC, we introduce austerity measures for try for control expenditures and ensure say we live within we means. The global supply chain be dey under the stress at that time, but still by 2019, which is 1 year after the takeover, because when we did the handover in 2018, the inflation rate was still in single digits. 1 year later, in 2019, they increased the inflation rate to 14.8% in just 1 year. We go from single digit to 14.8%. By 2023, the inflation rate don't go to 47.72%. And from all indications, based upon what we see, if you look at the consumer price index, if you look at the commodity prices, now the market is set against the income levels of people generally, the trend is upwards.
Mm-hmm.
I say one of functionaries, the block say, then don't reduce the inflation rate to 50%. When una receive in 2018 a single digit inflation, una hasten to over 50%, then una bluff, so they don't reduce inflation. This now the extent to which the SLPP don't go for damage the economy of this country. They not only reverse the development, they not only fail or improve upon the situation, they even take me backwards. All the road projects outside of the southeast, where APC they don't start all over the country, and left them without APC letter. The only side where they attempt for complete some of the projects where APC they don't start now in the southeast. They complete, they do some streets in Bo and Kenema, and then complete the Moyamba Junction to Moyamba Road. Even the road to the village, the Nebudwa, it is still one of the worst roads. Even the bridge leading to the home, where it broke, that's why he did it, he broke one. The only bridges where they succeed for complete are the bridges where APC, we don't left money for where they complete them. We don't raise the money. And this now the issue where they say SLPP, they're very good at propaganda, making noise, making false claims. But the reality on the ground is abysmal. And if you even look at the debt sustainability ratio of the country now, it's critical. We now able over 80% of we revenue that this country they go now to service debts. And even in that critical situation, the NRA, the revenue generation, don't drop by over 25%.
Wow.
I've been telling in last week's edition that simply increasing taxes will not lead to improved revenues in any economy. Simply increasing taxes will not lead necessarily to an improvement in the economy, because I've been saying the people will get for pay this tax to find 1,001 ways not for pay, and so in the process, all you do is you enrich the tax collector. And that's precisely within this government don't do. They don't succeed for enrich the tax collectors to the detriment of the state. And when they increase taxes, they increase tariffs, they increase cost of license, they increase cost of toll, they increase they levy new taxes, even on imported commodities like rice. They lift the waiver we be done day on the price of rice, but allow the price of rice for skyrocket. They feel say, then they hot, they're being smart, they bring our revenue. But the reality is that they are hurting the poor man. They are not hurting the trader. They are hurting the poor man. Because all of those additional costs with the businessman they incur, they transfer those costs to the consumer. And that explains why prices will continue for the skyrocket on a day-to-day basis. And the sad part of all of it like that, because the prices that they go up on a day-to-day basis, the purchasing power simply not there. So if you go into the shops, yes, the commodities might be there, but no capacity to afford them. Nobody no get money for buying them. So they are useless. So the traders themselves not able to meet up with their bills for pay their rent and for pay the other taxes and other obligations who they get to their staff and other dependents. And so you see businesses they close by the day. The people then they suffer incrementally and the country they ruin. And now even the opportunity where people that they get under APC, where they get a steady supply of electricity, where they allow people to cook 2-3 days plus us, and you keep them like you freezer, and they use as small. Now they can't. Because light no day, the food they spoil. And so people get cost for the cook on a daily basis, and they simply cannot afford it. So we see homes going hungry for protracted periods. So I want to tell my good friend DJ Saffa, plenty thank you for those types of clips where he they make, because it's useful for reminding people about the facts of waiting APC being left as against waiting they get now. And they ask that in subsequent programs where we host, let me bring, for example, some of the pronouncements of the current anti-corruption commissioner, the Renaissance movement, and the type of pronouncements we make. Let they come play and let us show how tolerant the APC was under Anders by Koloma. When nobody no arrest her, nobody no harass her. He said all kinds of things. Let me bring back the video clips of Lionel Slema, where he even go on television and threaten say he will stage coup. Nobody no arrest her. Nobody no harass her. That is APC, impeccable human rights record. Thank you to JJ Saffa. Exemplary capacity for manage the economy, and exemplary manage capacity for ensure say people then get the resources we they need for able to maintain a basic standard way of life. Where do we get now a situation where the economy is in shatters, human rights record abysmal, there's no freedom of expression. Our hunt is a case in point. Kamariba Masare is a point. And you can name them. In 2019, they hold me, they lock me up for 5 days. They say me thief $11 million. After 3.5 years, they can write a report saying, no, one no loss in the bank. That's what I told you from the very first day, that the money is in the bank. Go and check for it. They tell me forget the account number. I say, me the accountant. Me the accountant. When I don't know the function of the minister, and don't you know I left that ministry 5 years ago? And don't to me open account, a Ministry of Finance open account, that they manage the account, go to the Ministry of Trade. They hold me for nothing. They lock me for 5 days for nothing. If na America, I don't get through. If I be civilized country, I be there, I don't get through. Because they will get for compensate me
Yes.
for wetin I suffer. But na Salone, you no get any side for go seek redress. Dem punish me for nothing. He left me buff. But anyway, like I always say, the day of reckoning shall come one day. And I believe that the appropriate measures will be taken for ensuring no other person not suffer unjustly in this country. That every Sierra Leonean will get an opportunity for talking mind, for express himself within the confines of the law, and the no go fear say when he express himself within the confines of the law, somebody will go after him and begin or make a escape with.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Konteh, because you raised a number of points, but I want to take we back a little bit to some of what in J.J. Saffa say. He say the reason we make then go able for do all the things that we he claims say them will do now because then get qualified individuals. And I want for just let you throw some light on some of the qualifications where we they see within this government, some of the appointee them, considering say some of the one they within they appoint within the give position, we know say they first of all they not merit the position, they are square pegs in round holes. But in addition to that, they then background not really fit whose side and puts there. I want to make you comment on that one day a little bit in comparison to how APC they assign or they hire and what's what I want to say, they place people there in positions.
Valda, I no one comment on the credentials where people then use for come into positions because I don't have the facts. And also because for me, simply having a qualification on paper don't mean much to me. Now, you qualification paper is good, but then the track record of the person is also equally important, and the proof for say this person get capacity for deliver is even more important. So I go therefore want for stop at looking at what we don't see expressed and how that possibly will lend credence to the assertion, say some of these people are square pegs indeed in round holes. If you look across government, they see clear cases of incompetence. You see clear cases of lack of an understanding of what are even the functions and responsibilities of the various offices where people are man. Part of the reason is because, yes, somebody might be carried a doctorate title, they get double masters, they get 3 master's degrees. But waiting if they do in America or in England or wherever if they with that doctorate degree, what if they do? If the person had been watchman na car park in America for all of those years, they take a can become minister of Ministry X because he get double masters. Not a trouble. If this person not ever manage 20 people, you can't put her in charge of a whole ministry. What do you expect? That is why it's helpful when we are put in positions where we decisions they affect the whole country and it affect how the welfare or the well-being of we people will be affected. We have to be careful because now clearly we don't get a situation wherein the people where they in power not seem for even know what they happen. No wonder we don't begin see confessions for say they don't fail we. They're not able to deliver on the mandates whatever reasons, they feel so responsible for that. That is why I say the time for change is coming. Sierra Leone needs change. Change must come to Sierra Leone. The APC is poised to take back leadership at the next elections and restore hope to the Sierra Leoneans and put this country back on the right pedestal for sustainable growth and development. And when we come back, we will go attempt for heal the damages we don't cause and go back to which side we be left in 2018. Complete those viable projects will be good, those good infrastructure projects where we will get, where they ensure say we connect the whole country with very good road network system, where they ensure say we provide not only urban electricity, but we also provide rural electrification. We ensure say we fix we healthcare services once and for all, and ensure say we bring tertiary level care services where we ensure say some of the health care issues where they require we for the several people outside, let we do them inside Sierra Leone. Thank God, under APC, we create the medical system. Thank God, under APC, we create the framework for make Sierra Leoneans they able to specialize inside this country. So thank God we get the medical school. So we have the manpower. We just need to give them the capacity where they need, the resources, the tools, and everything where they need, and the refresher training opportunities for me to be able to know how to use those things. And the doctors will be backed up by the technicians where they operate those machines and support them in their work. We are going to establish specialized institutions for various types of ailments, for ensure say those ailments using our Sierra Leonean doctors can be treated in country. We go fix the educational system. We currently did in shambles. Now you don't even know again why could not become something else. A disgrace, if I can say the least. They say free quality education. There's nothing free, there's no quality in the educational system. Primarily because of ignorance of waiting involved in actually having free quality education. When APC is in power, we been give free education to primary and secondary schools. They'll not be the pay. The other charges where they be the pay, they're just about 75 years. You know, that needs to get everybody there for that. The university, everybody will be they go to a public university in this country, they get over 75% of in fees paid for by government through the subsidy. The government will subsidize the fees. So at the time when the fees were about between 8 and 9 million, government they pay over up to 7 million of that, and the parents they only get for raise about 2 million. A little over that. But even at that, government they also give granting aid for cover that extra 2 million. So we also had thousands of students who will not be paid that day. On top of that, we will also all physically challenged. We will get automatic scholarship if they get the qualifications to go to university. All female students will get admission for go do the sciences at the university, automatic granted aid. And we will also ensure, say, we will incrementally improve upon the conditions of service of the teachers. How can you come and talk about free quality education, not build one school? You can count the buildings that they put up on your fingers. They say single shift. So now you have single shift, and then we have 100 or 200 people inside one classroom. And they sit on top themselves. Is that the ideal environment for effective teaching and learning? They wake up one day, new curriculum. I get to school, we just discover, say, the new curriculum, where they say that they introduced from last year, and 4 schools for begin apply to that. This year, WAEC don't come to me, tell me, say, no, we'll not go by the new curriculum because we're not ready for that. We'll go back to the old curriculum. So now responsible schools like ours, therefore now get the task to go back a 3-year curriculum to see how we can squeeze and do it in 2 years. And they don't seem for care. Last year they refused over 16,000 people the opportunity for make them take the WAS exam in their schools. Now they're forced to go do private WAS. They don't go fail their own. And they make sure say they close registration for WAS, school WAS, before ever they release the failed results. So they're picking a day where they will easily become dropouts. Because there's no guarantee, say, if they wait another year, we'll go take the private WAS again, and then we'll pass. So this is what a government will not even care about what they happen to the future as a nation in terms of picking them. They don't care. And sometimes they think, say, that the schools and they affect, or the proprietors that they affect, or something like that. No! And with future, we picking them, that they get affected. And that is really, really unfortunate. Sierra Leone not deserve this. Sierra Leone is a country where God bless.
So much.
A country we're supposed to be like the Dubai because of the natural endowments. Go all over the country. There are minerals all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
We not for be a country where we specialty that kush and cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
We call Sierra Leone now in global status. They remember we for kush and cocaine.
Yeah.
That is not the Sierra Leone we were born into.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the Sierra Leone I want. I believe so the discussion where for start now about what Sierra Leone do we want for ourselves and for our children. And we for begin to come out openly and frankly to engage on these issues and for hold government accountable. Because they are there on our behest that we they work for, and we they pay them. They are our servants. They are serving us. They are not lords over us. And we get for now increasingly they hold them accountable. Because if we don't do it, this country, the way things they go, by the time 3 years they don't, I wonder if there'll be a country again we can be proud of. Because the mess just will continue.
Dr.
Sacking ministers left, right.
Yes, sorry, go ahead, sir.
They just sacked the minister. They just sacked the deputy ministers of energy the other day and appointed new ones.
Yes.
Yes, I know that one of the guys there where they appoint now old hand, the old kind of way. But if the people away get the expertise where they work with the ministry, they don't sack them all. They go bring up people away get paper qualification but no experience. How will things be fixed? They don't tell the machines will be there. They all done well. Now the man who supervise the ministry say he need 1 year for where they go manufacture. In words, the spare parts. Then they fly in expatriates for where they can service them. Because they see don't tell the machine they all scrap. They know they do the routine service. And when in this day and age where improved end-use technologies they don't come in, we are also different forms of renewable energy available. And because of where hydropower exists, where solar power exists, where wind power exists, where we can harness for fix with energy crisis. They don't want to apply this, or they don't want to do it. But even conclude an ordinary agreement for make them do Bobura phase 2, the label do am. They allow the selling project for crumble. Now they are starting all over. This is terrible, to say the least. I believe we as APC will begin to speak out more authoritatively on these issues, because we cannot continue to let things go unchecked. We get a responsibility to the country and to the members to raise the appropriate issues and for hold government accountable. And that's what we as APCians, we as unifiers, we commit ourselves to doing henceforth. God be our helper.
Yeah, thank you a lot, Dr. Konteh, because you don't raise so many points. And I want to go back to the matter of accountability because just very recently, the Minister of Information make a report. And in that report, he blamed Salon hardship on the Russia-Ukraine war. And it even indeed, it even go further for blame inflation, the country inflation on the Israel-Palestine war. Whatever happened to taking responsibility for your economic practices?
Now this I dey always talk. Where you not sabi, you not sabi. How many commodities would they import from Ukraine? What do they import from Russia?
You bring something out.
What do they import from Palestine?
Something else.
What do they import from Israel? Make I just finish. What do they import from Israel? And what did they get for do with the price of fuel with the skyrocket and other basic commodities? What did they get for do with minerals? Where they allow minerals to for generate enough revenues for defray any of these costs. Why can't we as Sierra Leoneans benefit from the natural endowments we God don't bless with? How? So sometimes you see any person where they always try to find person for blame, they're not ready for change. They always change it, and now they don't begin stop for blame APC. Now they blame Ukraine because today everything APC. So now they've run out of ideas, and now they look at anywhere in the world where you get a small crisis, they say, "Nah, there." What about the countries around us? Why is Ghana flourishing? Why is Burkina Faso flourishing? Why is even Niger doing well? When are they be always the last on the Human Development Index? Why are they improving? Why now we for record the highest inflation rate that they want? Why we? Why now we forget one of the worst human rights records? Why we? Why now we forget one of the worst records we ratings the decline on corruption and on other related issues? Why we? Why are we now notorious for drugs? Why we? Now Ukraine again? Now Palestine caused that? Now then they come and bring in Matokade, boats there for bringing drugs and take drugs away. Now then, and all the things they read about on social media, now then, people for just stop, sit down, do a proper introspection, and say, hey, where would we have gone wrong? Where did we miss it? And what can we do to change things? I believe when they do that, then it will be clear, say, they are ready for positive change. But I tell you, my sister, they will never, they're not ready. If I now, what did they do now for just amass wealth? Get rich by any means available. Get rich by any means available. And then they now grab. As if they know say their days are counted. and they are heading out. And that is very bad. That is not how you treat this country. Because Sierra Leone is the only country we have in the world that we can call home. Even when we get the privilege for the developed world, you are always longing to come back home. Always longing to come back home because nobody will ever call you foreigner. Although they will never, they don't become foreigners in our country. Because now forget jobs, if you forget a particular surname. If you not get that kind of surname, they get job at this country now. Forget certain facilities you get for camp from a particular part of the country. If not, no way. And we don't see how from time, and they're not even ready for change. They're not even
getting any regrets about it.
They do with arrogance.
I think say that's why they make cover.
Huh?
I think say that's why they are cover.
How you cover?
With me last name.
What you cover you?
Me last name.
Oh yeah. You're lucky. You know, Mrs. Kai. So at least if you can, you get job. I tell you. But don't worry, when they don't see your face, this Unifier ready, but you avoid you. Any possible get man give you job, they lot you. They don't give you.
Enough funny, they laugh no more.
Because anybody will give you the sucker. It's a very serious matter. Especially Sierra Leone should not be like that. That is why we are saying when APC come back, we not will allow anybody, any Sierra Leonean, to be defined by virtue of in tribe, in religion, in region, or even in political persuasion. But they say every Sierra Leonean must be given an unfettered opportunity to actualize your own potentials. Because this is our own country. And we all, we go do the, and we for do the, and we for coexist, and we for see ourselves as brothers and sisters, no matter what. But of course, those bearing greatest responsibility.
I want to draw your attention back to one something where he say, where honestly it left me reeling while I read down. He say, Salon no dey suffer from scarcity, especially scarcity of essential commodities. When I read that statement there, I think to myself, say, is he talking about the same Sierra Leone? We me know?
No, he correct. We know the suffer from scarcity. The things are there in the shops. But most people will buy them. Nobody will afford the items. They're in the shops. But nobody buys them. The clothes, they're in the shops. Nobody will buy them. The provisions, they're in the shops. Nobody will buy them. Go into any retail shop and ask them. Things that way under APC, they bring them, they're done within 1 month. Now they count they did 1 year. They're done. Shops are closing because at the end of the day, they not even get money for to pay back the rent. Because when you get a good turnover, you buy, you sell quick, you get more profit, you go buy back, you sell. Then you will accumulate money, where you pay your staff, pay your rent, etc. But when you buy commodities, we can finish inside 1 month, you get a 1 year. They don't. Which people put money for pay their business, for pay for their shop. Then they close down. Last month, somebody tell me of one lady. He just said they sell in shop. Make anybody pay any amount. He not tire. Any two person one gear, but the person gear, but the person take the shop. In the go before. But the person be liability for pay the rent and whatever. But they get a small thing, in they go away. It's the fair way for go out of the country, even if it means they get for pass through Libya, go around that water, with everything they go through, just for go and you live in somewhere else. Look at what's happening in Guinea. So realize that out of desperation, then you go for go live in slums in Guinea. Even the slums here are not good enough. Understand? And they go for come back. And guess what? If the talk say they did because if they will go by. He as a minister, a family, a circle of friends, they don't get problem. Then they go down to supermarkets, then they buy what they want, they get the money. So they don't get problem. Anything they want, then they buy. Then get government man to come and they feel alarm. So they know they feel the pinch when me and you they feel. They know they feel that. Because they get the money. So they get the push money, so they get money, so they give money, so they get the bribe money, all put together, they are filthy rich. So they know they feel that. And so they don't close themselves in a cocoon such that they don't even know what they happen outside. And they call on the leaders. When they do like how APC ministers were and presidents were, where would they go out on the streets? Would they go out and sit with the other people in their attire basis and relate with them? Go drink attire with them. Make you hear and understand. Don't just sit in the comfort of your cozy homes. That is not Sierra Leone. You are living in a dream world. That is not Sierra Leone. The real Sierra Leone is out there on the street, and the people are suffering. Suffering is boldly written on our foreheads. SLPP, you have failed us as a country, and you need to apologize to the people of Sierra Leone for what you have done to this country. This country has been made bad with the election. You came promising a new direction. You painted everything APC black and promised the world to the people. And they unfortunately took the bait. And now what do we have in exchange? Misery, suffering. I got sorry for it.
I got sorry for it, indeed. Because what just the one last statement where he talks say APC they focus not only on roads but on electricity. And then that Dengo can fix all things in 6 months. One of the big grumble there what they hear from the everyday people na salon. Why they talk to me, paddy them, and they talk to people there where I know, people there where they go and come. Now that this electricity problem na in don become one of the main reasons for house fires na salon. Where not only people in they lost the ability for store food, but then they lost their whole everything.
Exactly. Just a few days ago, the minority leader in our parliament, Abdul Kabo, he was burned to the ground. I call him. He said, Doc, I have lost everything. He said, I've even lost all of my documents. I've lost all of my possessions. I don't even have somewhere to lay my head again in Freetown. I'm going to Lunge. I felt so sad. I not even get the courage again for pick phone and call Abdul Kabo. Because I wish I'd be there in a position to do something. That is the minority leader of parliament. That is a second-term member of parliament. That is a mystery. What about the guys in the slums? With poor lights in Kaningo, poor light, they burned all their houses, lost all their properties. They're not happy send tweets to make the world know their plight. All they can do is wake up in the morning, sit down and cry. What about those around the country where the houses they burn almost on a weekly basis? We report fire disasters, all because of poor light. And this is something this government know about. It is something they're supposed to do something about. I mean, today they will bring this vote, the next day don't shoot up to how much vote. I mean, how can you do that? And you see that call yourself Minister of Energy. And you there sleep. You see that call yourself whatever. Try to be yourself. And you even get the courage for the door and sleep. And you come back international television and say light no matter, road no matter, na bread and butter issues. How will the goods from the rural areas, agricultural produce, get to Freetown if the roads are bad? And these are people who come from homes where na APC make the able go to the village there by road. Instead of saying thank you to APC, then they show ungratefulness. And in the process, they show say they don't really care what happens to people. Infrastructure, roads, energy, water supply, health, education are key ingredients for a viable economy, for a viable country where they concern about what they happen to people there. And if a government is trying to fix that, and you say it's not important, then I wonder what else is important. I really wonder.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Konteh. Wow, the time fly by so quickly today because the issues then go to the core of the pain where people then they feel. In all of these reports where we discuss, so it been start off with one correct sentence. After that, now veer off. He say inconfessed hardship dinner salon. And after that, you know, mention anything again about hardship. But we all know, say, where we they talk to we people then, where we they hear from them, that's also hardship. Nobody, no day, we go talk, say, you know, they feel the pinch. Pass on them, the one the way they inside, way all power right now. But anybody you talk to, even the one the way they come on here, we could don't save. Come on here, go spend time now, then home. Some can book tickets, earlier tickets for turn back because money left them at home because of the inflation and the price and cost of living yonder. So thank you so much for you shed so much light on some of them burning issues then day. We almost don't come to the end of the show, and I just want to give you the platform again for make you bring a message to we listeners, we viewers, and particularly to we APCNs.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, members of the APC, we country they bleed. We country they suffer. We country not deserve waiting if they get so. We country they yearn for the coming back of the APC. To make we succeed to change this country, we need to come together as APCians. There is much more that needs to bind us together than waiting for separate we. Sierra Leone need a united APC for rescue this country. Let us come together and launch a rescue mission, Operation Rescue Sierra Leone. If we don't do it, if we continue in our selfishness, we continue in our promoting our egos, promoting our own parochial thinkings about self, posterity will not judge us nicely. Governance is not about individuals, it's about a team. Let's come and build a team. Let's come and work together. Let's come and provide a formidable force to be able to go against the SLPP and win. I am confident that as APC, we have what it takes to redeem this country, or what it takes to win an election free and fair, like we have won all previous elections which are stolen from us. But I tell you, the 2023 election will be the last election SLPP will ever steal from APC.
Mm-hmm.
They will never try it again because we will never allow them to do it again. We are going to win every other election free and fair. And we are going to defend our votes with every fiber of energy and willpower we have in us. And I'm confident that together, APC can take this country back on the rails so we can move forward for sustainable peace and development. God being our helper. Thank you very much.
All right. So much, Dr. Konteh. We really appreciate your time with we. Thank you for your conversation with we today. Me people there, una thank you una day with we. We dey say goodbye to una. Una all, I wish una a happy week, and I dey pray say all the good things that we dey pray for in your life, let God grant you them. And with that, I pray say una go come back next week, look and listen again to the Unifier. Mina Valda Kaikai, the host, and see you again next week. Thank you.